bit weird sitting here. No drawing, nothing. Not one for like going to a park and sitting down. I thought the sun's out, I could get some vit D, even though I do take a lot. Nothing like the real thing. But also I'm in a contemplative, happy mood because I've been spending the last 3 days looking at AI software called DALL-E 2. That's DALLE 2. And it's the end, really. It's the end of photography. It's the end of visual art, because they can do everything, and they can do everything incredibly well, incredibly fast, and unlimited. So it's I knew it was coming. I spent 3 years researching this stuff and knowing, oh, okay, don't plan your future on digital. Anything with ones and zeros, AI is going to do better. And DALL-E 2 running on a GPT-3 chip is it. It's the most incredible creative entity in the world now. But you know, they weren't going to Google. I think it's owned by Google. It was a company who weren't going to make it commercial because they said, in their own words, that we realise this is going to have a massive repercussion on the world economy, photographers, marketing agencies, designers, artists, filmmakers, and boy, it really, really, really does. And but they have competition, and so 2 months after that statement, they start asking about subscription models because they realise there's a couple of others. I think there's one called Midverse, and then there's one called there's one that's not one, but there's so this GPT-3 chip, which is incredible, not just for images. In fact, I'll put money on it's going to pass the Turing test, which is, if you know anything about AI, it's a massive, it's beyond belief achievement. And but China have got a chip that's 10 times the size, as in processors per second or something. So that's competition. So unfortunately, it's you can't stop this, and it's going to make most of humanity out of work. And you can deny it and you can scream about it, but you're not going to change it. And I've kind of mentally prepared for many years because I follow the scientists just for hobbies. But it's come to reality. I was just about to buy a £1,000 tablet. No, a bit more than that. But I won't now, because I'll concentrate on only physical painting. I'm probably going to stop selling prints, because if you guys check out the DALL-E 2, you'll understand that I'm not exaggerating. It's the end. If you're a digital artist, I'm sorry, but it is the end. And photography, I was more astonished about the photography. I didn't realise if you just input text and say, look, I want teddy bears. This is actually a guy did this. I want 2 teddy bears cuddling in London in a realistic photo. And it looks like someone's gone with two massive teddy bears, men in teddy bear costumes, to London and photographed them in many different variations. It looks completely real, and it was done in 10 seconds. So, you know, if you've done the research I have, you realise it is, you can kid yourself, but it is the end of all of that. So I wouldn't go planning anything, and I feel sorry for people that are paying for degrees and stuff in like design. Oh, that's that's depressing. And yeah, it's going to massively affect the economy, and there's no stopping it. And Physical painting will be alright for a few years, only because printers are shit and they don't know how to, and they're awful. Printers are awful. I mean, who's behind the Canon and all that lot? Do they just not bother? I guess it's hard with fluids and stuff, but 3D printers are getting astonishing. But you know, I do actually think physical arts, handcrafted things by human hand, still have a life. And who knows, they may carry on forever having a niche market. But if it's digital, forget about it. And this is just the start, man. So I'm sitting here in the sun, accepting it and enjoying everything. It makes me feel like a meteor's going to hit the earth, and I live life like that. I've felt that way for quite a long while. Anyway, so I've seen a little squirrel around the tree, and I appreciate things like that. But I've kind of appreciated it for a while now, but it's even more so. And I listened to an interview by so the guy interviewed GPT-3, and it's a nice chip. I put it on my Facebook, so you can see it. You can watch it, I'm talking to you. And you can't trip it up. It will joke and everything. It does everything. Anyway, I would say happy Monday, but it can be happy. Depends how you look at it.